All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Rose Gymnasium here in Campton, Kentucky, Wolfe County High School. We've got some early morning 55th District volleyball here for you this morning, folks, as Breathitt County and Wolfe County, great rivals here in the 55th, will match up here on a Saturday morning for some early morning volleyball for you folks. This is Brendan Miller. I'm going to be with you just shortly this morning. I'm going to head off and let Lucas Miller and Doug Elam call this one, the volleyball experts, as I've got to head on to Barberville with my sons today for a football visit. So we're looking forward to bringing you this one. Big showdown. Wolfe won the first one of the season between these two guys, so this is for district seeding here today. Wolfe County comes in having defeated at 2-0 over Breathitt and over Jackson. Breathitt is 2-1 as they've beaten Jackson City a couple times and have lost to Wolfe County the first time around. So should be a good one. Lucas and Doug will be with you here shortly. We're going to take a few commercial breaks and we'll be right back with you here on BSN.
With the power to bring us together even when we're far apart, we keep families connected. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Heineman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
Become a certified nurse aide with classes offered at Hazard Community and Technical College's Wolfe County Enrollment Services Center, located at the Wolfe County Board of Education in Campton. Get some of the prerequisites for your LPN and RN degree at the same time. For more info about these classes and HCTC scholarship options, go to hazardctc.com/Wolfe2022 today.
Everyone here at SEC Auto Sales wants to wish the Breathitt County Bobcats a safe and successful season. We are located at 650 Highway 15 South in Jackson, Kentucky. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, please call one of our knowledgeable salespersons at 606-272-6888 or visit us online at secautosales.com. Check out our inventory, take a test drive, find your dream car at SEC Auto Sales.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head to head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Rose Gymnasium on the campus of Wolfe County High School. Awesome time always to be down here. Looks like we've got a scoreboard malfunction.
Yeah.
And so, Luke, if for some reason that doesn't, Doug, what do you think about this matchup here? We'll shoot you to that, and I'll talk to Lucas while we're doing that.
10-4. Breathitt Wolfe, always a intense matchup. Brendan, with Coach White and Coach Bowling, they know each other's programs. They've played in big-time games, district championships, regional tournament games. Breathitt and Wolfe, always exciting, so I expect this one to be no different. I think Coach Bowling is coming off of a hard-fought win against Leslie County and Lisa Wilson's Lady Eagles. They're always good defensive matchup. So, yeah, it's Wolves Bobcats. So, Lucas, there's no telling what we're in for.
Well, anytime, these two schools get together, both teams are going to compete, and that's the thing you want to see as we're leading up to the district tournament. I think, what are we, 2-3 weeks away now?
2 weeks.
And these two teams are obviously probably the favorites going into the district tournament to be in the district championship. Not to take anything away from Jackson City. Jackson City did play Breathitt well earlier in the year. But, so this is a fill-out game for both coaches. I think this game will decide the number one seed, though.
It will.
In a 3-team district. The winner of the second game, if there's a tie, is the 1 seed. So there is a lot to play for. Winner of this game is in the regional tournament. They're the first team in the regional tournament probably in the state of Kentucky.
Playing for the bye. For those of you out there listening that don't know what we're talking about, the 55th district only has 3 volleyball teams. And so the top seed gets a bye in the district tournament, and that automatically puts you in the regional tournament. So like Lucas said, this game does have quite a bit riding on it.
In the first matchup between the Lady Wolves and the Lady Cats, I think Wolf won that 3-1, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct. In Jackson, that's true. Since then, I think Audrey Hamilton, the setter for Steve Boland's Lady Bobcats, has really found herself, Lucas. That's probably the biggest difference from the beginning of the season till now for the Lady Bobcats is that setter position. Hamilton's doing a fantastic job there. Probably just as many offensive weapons as Wolfe County. They haven't been in their positions as long as some of the Wolves.
And, for people not as volleyball savvy as like myself, as someone like you, Doug, the setter is sort of like the point guard.
Yeah, point guard, quarterback,
yes.
Everything flows through her. Volleyball is so unique in that offense just naturally flows from defense. You've got to play defense to get your offense started. Yeah. And so having a setter that can just jump in and go with that flow of the game is really important. As Wolf leads off, looks like we're going to have Abigail Noble to serve. Effective jump serve for Noble. And we're going to see the Lady Bobcats fail to make an attack on that little miscommunication there to start the game. But Abigail Noble still back to serve as Wolf takes a 1-0 lead. Might have got away with a foot fault there and just does sneak it in the back line, so we'll be watching for that.
And folks, we want to thank Brendan for coming down early this morning. Obviously, he had a late night with the Breathitt County homecoming game, and he came down and set this up so we can bring this game to you.
Now that strategy, as we see Grace Wisman setting up Ginger Johnson on the outside, and Breathitt able to free ball it back over, and Johnson are going to go for a passing goal here, and just out. Actually, significantly out. I apologize for that. Abigail Noble utilizing a strategy of serving to the setter. That's always smart. Get her out of the offensive flow. So we'll see if Breathitt can get in system on service here as Wolf is forced to send a free ball over. And Hamlin with the set. A good swing just inside the outside line. I've got to look at my list. I'm sorry. I know that's Allie Noble, but I just want to make sure before I say it out loud. Allie Noble with an impressive swing up the line. Hamilton with the serve. Wisman sets to the outside. Johnson blocked. Big block by Natalie Moore right there.
I think we've got a net violation there.
Okay. All right. Did they call it on Moore?
Yes.
All right. So Natalie Moore with a big block, but she wasn't able to stay out of the net, and Wolf takes serve. Ginger Johnson back to serve. All these girls, Lucas, working on the jump serve. You'll see that from both sides. A little bit of an overpass right there, and Hamilton's unable to get it out of the net, so Johnson stays on serve, and it's 4-2 Lady Wolves. And a back set to the right side, and Sarah Moore just sneaks it in the left sideline there. The back set, Lucas, probably one of the most impressive things in all of volleyball. Look one way and send it another.
Well, I've told people before talking about volleyball that's, to me, the easiest thing to tell the difference in high school and college volleyball. In college volleyball, as we see Wolves get it back over.
Naomi Noble with a great save right there on the outside. And a big swing. Just does squeeze it past the Lady Bobcats. You were saying, sir?
As in college volleyball, you see that play routinely. And in high school, it takes upper-level high school team to be able to execute that. And, of course, that's what we have here this morning. Two of the top teams in the 14th region.
I did a little research on this. Hamilton with a back set of her own. I'm glad to see her go to that play. I did a little research on this, Lucas. I believe there are 6 coaches total in the last 20 years and maybe 3 active in the 14th region that have been to the state tournament in volleyball, and we've got 2 of them sitting right here with us today. So we expect high-level competition, high level of play as the set comes from the back row and Hamilton's only able to free ball it over. And that, unfortunately, does give Wolfe an easy in-system swing. And Naomi Noble loves an easy in-system swing. Give her time to think about it, and she's going to make you pay for it. So the Bobcats will be looking to get Hamilton in the front row. You see Allie Noble playing defense from the front row to get Hamilton in there quicker so she can set, and it may pay off right here as we get more with the swing, and they get the free ball they wanted. So back in system, going to the outside for Natalie Moore, and doesn't get it down as Jade Carroll is able to save that ball. Back row swing from Ginger Johnson. Gets the Lady Bobcats back out of system. Now Wolfe has the free ball, and Grace Wisman goes to the outside, but off speed by Naomi Noble. Now, Wisman did not put a good set on that ball, but that's Naomi's strength. She's able to use it anyway.
Well, and, after 2 heavy swing-aways by Naomi, the defense is obviously expecting her to swing away. So when you can change it up like that, as we see an ace there by Ginger Johnson, who's had a nice run on serve here.
I spoke earlier, Lucas, while you were attending to our technical aspect of the broadcast. Both of these teams, pretty much all of these girls jump serve, which is another thing that carries over from the college game. Both Coach White and Coach Bowling take their girls to college camps, and they work a lot on different skill aspects of the game. And a second contact swing by Moore, and it's out of bounds.
Well, I equate volleyball a lot of times to like softball, and the growth in the sport in the last 10 years in our region is amazing. I remember when Wolfe started volleyball, it was a major achievement for both teams just to be able to volley the ball back and forth.
Absolutely. Absolutely, as you see Natalie Moore take a swing moving forward and get that ball down. And that's something that's so important, too, when you're talking about these skill level positions and some of these more complex volleyball skills and aspects of the game. It takes time to learn that stuff, but having coaches that are willing to reach out to college coaches makes all the difference in the world. As we see a big block there by, who got that block?
Number 5.
Was that J.C. Carpenter?
Yes.
J.C. Carpenter with the big block there on Sarah Moore from the right side. We'll talk a little bit about how Coach White has been utilizing his middles. Has a big swing by Naomi Noble and Breathitt unable to
Great
dig
hustle there by J.C. Carpenter.
Coach White uses his middles as right sides. You'll see Lacey Smith, who just came into the game for Moore. You'll see her hit middle more than Sarah Moore. Sarah Moore hits right side almost exclusively, but he moves them around quite a bit. And we'll see Bella Salyers in that position, too, as Jade Carroll is able to force a free ball with a good serve to the back line. And now Grace Wisman and Noble on the outside, and that's That's a tough thing to return. If Wispin can get that ball in front of Noble and Noble catches it moving forward, it's tough.
Yeah.
It really is. Folks, if you've never played volleyball, if you've never been on the receiving end of one of those outside swings, let me tell you, I've took a few to the face. It's hard to get your hands up sometimes. Good back set by Hamilton to the right side, and they sneak it in the corner. So Wolfe looking to the outside, set their block up, and I'm sorry, I've got my court backwards sitting up here in the stands. Looks a little different, but able to sneak one in on the right side there. That was impressive.
There's that middle hit by Lacey Smith you was talking about, Doug. Breathitt's able to get it back over to J.C. Carpenter.
Big set by Hayden there, and I was actually surprised to see Wispin try the middle set on a serve that good, but it didn't pay off for the Wolves. Lacey Smith handled it well, but it didn't pay off ultimately. And Naomi Noble trying to get an assist, but she will not. Lacey Smith put it in a good spot, and Breathitt unable to handle it. Grace Wispin back to serve. The Wolves hanging on to this 14-6 lead. And
there's one of those balls you was talking about.
Well, and that's a product of Breathitt's free ball.
Yes.
Folks, when you platform pass it over to the other team, we call that a free ball, and basically you're giving the other team an opportunity to get into system and run an offense, some type of offense on you. And you want to avoid that at all costs as Grace Wispin scores an ace with a short serve. Now, short serving is Grace Wispin's specialty. Lucas, I don't know if you were aware of that. I talked the other girls up for jump serving and pushing it to the back line, but Grace likes to drop them in.
As a former coach, does the serve location, is that a call from the sideline, or is that just a feel?
So a couple different things go on there. You might get a call from the sideline, but actually the person in charge of that is the setter. So your setter will call the serve position more often than not, sometimes the middle. If she sees something, she's able to call it. But Grace Wispin is probably picking these on her own. She's pretty good at what she does. Oh, good set by Hamilton right there. They're using that right side, and she just misses outside. I guess that was Natalie Moore again. Coach Bolin wise to go to the right side as much as he is, though. That's given it's throwing Wolf's block off if they can just find that lane and get that ball down.
Wolves have a 19-6 lead here in the first set of this 5-set match.
One of the things, speaking to these two teams before they got started, as we see a good little rally getting going here. Jade Carroll with a nice pass, and Naomi Noble hits one that Hallie Noble is unable to handle in the back row. Wolves coming off of a Beta Club trip, so there's a fatigue factor there. They've not gotten to practice a whole lot, and this game actually got rescheduled.
This is announcer fatigue also. I had to come over at 12:30 last night to get my daughter from said Beta Club trip.
Yeah, it's a good educational opportunity. You see Grace Wispin sneak one into the corner there. Good educational opportunity, but it's tough on the parents and the kids. And these girls, but they're fresh. They're ready for this game. And Breathitt had an extra day of practice with this game being rescheduled. So both sides want this one pretty bad as Grace Wispin short serves again. That's a tough return. Let's see if Coach Bolin makes an adjustment or if he just rides this one out.
I think he's going to ride this set out, I think, and a lot of times in volleyball, the first set is a feel set, and you're trying to figure out where the other team is and where your team is. There's another soft serve by Grace Wispin.
Once the momentum starts to shift and you realize that maybe the deck's stacked against you, that's the beauty about volleyball is you just ride the set out and you get to start all over. There's not another sport where they reset the scoreboard for you. Oh, a good jump set right there by Hamilton to keep that ball out of the net and keep Wolfe away from it. Let's see if it'll pay off here as they crafty move. Noble gets one moving forward, but the partial block saves it, and Breathitt comes right back. Noble again from the outside, saved by the libero. And now the free ball. And Jade Carroll does such a good job as libero at Wolfe to track those down. And Noble to Noble, but
just
looks like she just missed that baseline, yeah.
It's a really good point by both sides there, though. Had, several sets and swings, and both teams playing really good defense.
And I've got, I guess, Sabrina Hayes is our libero for Breathitt County. I apologize, I didn't know that name right off the bat.
Natalie Moore serving for the Bobcats there. It's Coach Kyle Moore's daughter. I want to say congratulations to Coach Moore and the Breathitt Bobcats for their shutout win last night, and compliment them on their black uniforms. Those looked real sharp last night on the BSN broadcast.
And we saw Naomi Noble with a hard serve on set point, but Allie Noble able to dig that and pass it effectively. Breathitt wins that point. Sends J.C. Carpenter back to serve and maybe try to stay in this set. Use this to adjust and learn a little something. Noble to Johnson. Johnson from the outside puts this set away.
So Wolfe takes the first set 25-18, and we'll be back in a couple minutes after some commercials.
With the power to bring us together even when we're far apart, we keep families connected. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Thacker Grigsby is constantly working to bring the latest technologies home. Home, where we live and work. A place we want to see grow and prosper. From Jackson to Hindman and everywhere in between. We're committed to serving you with the latest technology. Whether it's faster broadband, more video choices, or the latest voice services. Thacker Grigsby with our fiber network can provide the latest ways to stay connected, informed, and entertained.
Just up the road in Erlanger, Kentucky's own playing card company produces more than 5 billion cards a year. We know because we're Kentucky's insurance company, insuring all sorts of property damage involving your auto and home, but not your house of cards. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment.
Become a certified nurse aide with classes offered at Hazard Community and Technical College's Wolfe County Enrollment Services Center, located at the Wolfe County Board of Education in Campton. Get some of the prerequisites for your LPN and RN degree at the same time. For more info about these classes and HCTC scholarship options, go to hazardctc.com/wolf2022 today.
Everyone here at SEC Auto Sales wants to wish the Breathitt County Bobcats a safe and successful season. We are located at 650 Highway 15 South in Jackson, Kentucky. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, please call one of our knowledgeable salespersons at 606-272-6888 or visit us online at secautosales.com. Check out our inventory, take a test drive, find your dream car at...
And welcome back to Rose Gymnasium, where we're set to start the second set here in this 5-set match, as Breathitt will start out with the serve.
And immediately get a free ball, so Hamilton's in system, back sets to Natalie Moore on the right side, but she can't get it down. Jade Carroll there to make the play. Overpass, and Natalie Moore still can't get it down. And Johnson catches the ball off of a good set by Abigail Noble. Put that one down and put Wolfe up 1-0.
Doug, you can enlighten me and most of our viewers here. Wolfe does a seems like they have different setters on different plays. Is that by design by Coach White?
Yeah, so both of these teams actually run a pretty sophisticated offensive system. Coach Bowling runs a 5-1, so Audrey Hamilton would be your setter all the time. She's always the one that they're trying to get in the setting position, and they basically adjust their defense around her. Coach White runs a simplified version of that, and he's blessed to have two setters. So Grace Wisman and Abigail Noble both are competent at setting the ball, and so whoever's in the front row is able to set for Coach White, and that allows him a little more freedom on the defensive side of things to not have to move his back row around to adjust and accommodate that. And so, but both offenses are designed to promote right side swings, outside swings, middle swings. You don't want to rely on one particular weapon because obviously that's easier to block, easier for the other team to set up against, as Abigail with a good serve. Hamilton's there with the set, and just outside for Allie Noble. Just does miss the baseline. And it seems like Abigail's been back there a while. She does this. She's an excellent server of the volleyball. Oh, good set to the outside right there. Almost catches Wolfe off guard. And now we got a back row attack.
Nice heads-up play there by Grace Wisman.
Yeah, Wisman with the change of direction, a little misdirection play there. Caught the Lady Bobcats on their heels and found a spot to dump that ball. As our officials, our 14th region officials, have gotten used to this higher speed game and this more sophisticated offenses, they've gotten better at calling certain things. You saw Grace Wisman dump that with one hand. That's pretty typical. Dumping it with two hands is pretty dangerous now. You can get called for that double contact. And so, and that's just a product of the officials, again, getting used to this higher speed of play that we now see in the 14th region, something similar to what you used to have to drive to Lexington or Louisville to watch. Oh, that's off the hand. So Ginger Johnson tools the block there. Moore went up and had a good block, and Johnson recognized it. Instead of playing through it, just played it off her hand. That's a veteran move. Johnson back to serve, 8-1 Wolfe County. Roll shot there by J.C. Carpenter. And the Wolves are unable to capitalize. So
Naomi didn't get quite as much momentum into that one as she had on several of her other swings in the first set.
Well, you got to credit Carpenter for not sending a free ball over. She was able to get under it and swing on it. Even though it was a roll shot, it was it put the Wolves back on their heels a little bit, and Noble didn't get a clean set. Now that one is a clean set. Naomi's able to put it off the block, but Breathitt's still rolling. And it pays off. So you
Good block there by Natalie Moore.
In that long rally, Breathitt had the offensive advantage the whole time. Just took them a while to get in position where they could pay it off. And Natalie Moore with a fantastic right on the line. Who's serving for us right now? Is that Allison Halsey? Is that who's back?
Number 16.
16. That is Brayley Spencer. Drills that line for those of you watching. It is any part of the ball on any part of the line, and it's inbounds. That one was also headed for the line as Naomi Noble was able to save it in. A lot of hustle and the right side swing by Moore. Doesn't get down, and now we're going to have an outside swing by Breathitt that doesn't get down. So Noble from the outside, and Noble to pass it. So there's a lot of Nobles on the floor right now, Lucas. It can be confusing.
Breathitt's found a little life.
Well, big block by J.C. Carpenter. They're
Second
able to
set here.
They're able to see Wolfe going to that right side and cut it off. Now we should see Wolfe come back to the outside if they get a good pass, and they will. Jade Carroll's always good for a good pass. They'll take an outside swing, a back row swing, rather. Just a different look. That back row swing, you're usually not able to get as much downward angle on it, but it's a different look. Can sometimes throw the defense off. Jade Carroll's a conservative server. She consistently in. Good swing there by J.C. Carpenter. Is that who?
Yes.
Yeah, J.C. Carpenter on the outside.
Natalie Moore to serve for the Lady Cats.
And that ball may look like it might have been going long.
I think it was tipped at the net, I believe.
Hayes had to make a right. That's the thing. Hayes had to make a split-second decision on it, but if it was contacted by the net, she needed to try to get that ball. Running platform set by Hamilton. Hayes pushes it over. Noble hits through the blocks. So Naomi able to push that one through the outstretched hands of J.C. Carpenter and get it down. And Grace Wisman looks to look for a short serve here. Didn't pay off though. Allie Noble was ready for it. So Carroll with a fantastic pass there, and then Naomi not messing with that block this time around. Through the block once, around it once. The creativity of these offensive players on both sides so far has been impressive. Good pass by Allie Noble, and Hamilton tries for the misdirection, doesn't get it. Big swing by Naomi Noble, and just too much to handle. Wisman's back with a comfortable lead now.
Naomi Noble has found a rhythm here in this second set.
And, credit Wolfe County's defense by continuing to put passes where Abigail can get to them easily. She's not having to set the ball on the run, and that makes all the difference in the world. She can put it where she knows her sister wants it to get a good swing on it. It's a good right side swing by Carpenter right there, but the Wolves are ready for it. And a left-handed right side swing by Naomi Noble. Coach White switching it up and sending Nay out to the right side.
It's all going good for you when you can get the left-handed swing down from the right side.
Just outside, yeah. I was expecting that call. That's uncharacteristic of Wisman. She usually, if she misses at all, it's trying to short serve it. But now Carpenter back to serve. Just short.
16-8, Lady Wolves lead in this second set. And this is best out of 5, isn't it?
It'll be best of 5. All district matchups will be best of 5. Big jump serve by Naomi Noble, but passed effectively by Carpenter, and a little miscommunication on the right side here by the Bobcats.
Doug, what's Breathitt's roster as far as class makeup? Are they younger, or are they a veteran team? I know Wolfe has a 2 or 3 seniors, Grace Wisman and Liberty Fallon and Mason McLaughlin.
So, according to KHSAA, freshmen and sophomores make up the bulk of the Breathitt lineup, with a couple of really experienced juniors, and then Allie Noble is the only senior on the Lady Bobcats team. Steve Bowling is asking for a reconsideration. Did you see the call? Did you see that?
He was giving a finger twirl signal, so I don't know what that stands for.
Came in outside the antenna.
Oh, okay.
And it did. So that is good communication between our R1 and our R2. Greg Napier's our R1, and Kaylee Elam is the referee too, down on the floor. And as such, I'm not allowed to complain about the refereeing today, Lucas. That's I'm contractually obligated in my marriage vows to not complain about the officiating.
Nice hustle there by
Libby Fallon. Just got in the game. Libby always plays defense for Naomi Noble. Coach White will leave Noble in sometimes to take back row swings, and then at other times Libby will come in and play defense for her. Scoreboard's off now, I think. We've got a scoreboard problem. I'm not real sure what the actual score is, but we'll find out for you. It is not 9-1.
No.
As we're barreling headlong toward the end of set 2, but I don't know exactly what the score is. So we'll just keep you with the action. Libby Fallon unable to handle a big serve by Allison Halsey. Some protest from the bench and from the crowd, but we move on. Halsey back to serve again. And just to clarify, folks, there are different rules for first contact than there are for other contacts. But again, citing my contractual obligation to not complain about officiating, I'll leave you to research that on your own. Split-second calls are hard to make anyway. Halsey continuing a good service run here. Hamilton with the attempted setter dump, but Lacey Smith was there to save it, and the Wolves will get it back with, is it Abigail? No, it's Lacey Smith back to serve. Passed by Moore. Good set by Hamilton. Good swing by Noble, and it pays off. As the Lady Bobcats were able to get in system there and get a good outside swing by Allie Noble.
And I think now we're back with a working scoreboard. 18-16. Lady Wolves lead with the Lady Cats serving here. Nice short serve there. And Lady Cats unable to put a spike down there. Abigail Noble back to serve now.
The attack by Hayes was ineffective. Kind of a last-second decision there on the pass to set that to the back row. I don't think the Lady Bobcats were ready for it. Hamilton with an attempt to set more on the outside, but again, just off the mark with the set. Makes it tough on the hitter.
21-16. Abigail Noble having a good run here on serve.
And Abby Noble is not somebody you want to leave back there longer than you absolutely have to. As Ginger Johnson takes a good swing on a maybe a less than perfect set. And Jade Carroll unable to track that one down, and Moore gets the kill, and Allie Noble back to serve for Breathitt, and a tight, much better, more competitive second set this time around for the Lady Bobcats. And another attempted an assist by Naomi Noble, and she won't get it this time either. But that's okay. Swing through the block by Johnson, and then just outside, the Lady Wolves asking for contact. I didn't see any.
I didn't see that either.
Greg Napier didn't see any, so there'll be no call.
Greg must have heard me and you.
Well, I didn't see any contact.
No, I didn't either.
Free ball coming to the Lady Bobcats. Lucas, the volleyball IQ, as Ginger Johnson gets one moving forward, and that's tough to deal with. The volleyball IQ of both of these teams, you see girls everywhere on the court, passing, setting, taking swings. They all have played now in the 14th region, and specifically with these two programs. These girls have grown up playing club ball, middle school ball, Johnson with the jump serve and a 22-18 lead. Hamilton unable to run down the awkward pass, and so the Lady Wolves go up 23-18. But all these girls have played so long now that it's hard to get them out of system because any of these girls can put a ball in play.
And one thing that I noticed so much, speaking to back when volleyball first kind of got started at Wolfe and Breathitt, seriously, you would see kids all the time, two kids standing and watch the ball land between them because they wouldn't communicate and they weren't confident in what their teammate was doing. As Wolfe's able to put another one away and get us to a set point.
Grace Wisman scores the point and then knocks her teammate Abby Noble down. That celebration got a little out of hand. Huh?
And now you see, at least teams on the level of these two teams, everybody's moving, and the communication between the girls on the floor is at such a higher level.
Absolutely. It's a job-specific sport. You've got hitters and you've got defensive players, but to have all of those skills and to be able to say, okay, be aggressive and build confidence and go out there, and if the ball's hit to you, then pass it, or set it.
And as a coach that's coached basketball and softball, a lot of times it's hard to find kids in other sports that'll buy into playing a role. And in volleyball, that's one thing that I admire about all these players is that so many of them have a specific role and they buy into it and they, give it their all. And that's a great thing to see.
Absolutely. And that's just outside. That's served by Spencer, just does miss the back line, and the Wolves take set 2.
So we'll be back for set 3 here in just a few minutes.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cold drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure you try our Chester's fried chicken. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
With the power to bring us together even when we're far apart, we keep families connected. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back, folks, and we want to thank all of our sponsors for today's game.
Our Breathitt volleyball sponsors today are Go Time Steak and Shake, People's Bank, SEC Auto Sales, Variety Pizza, Jackson Electric and Plumbing, Family and Hometown Pharmacy, Citizens Bank and Trust, Jackson Physical Therapy, PDQ Sales and Service, Darrell Harold, Attorney at Law, Lakeside Homes, Appalachian Wireless, Hazard Community and Technical College, the Law Office of David Johnson, Jiffy Mart, Jet Tours, Dr. Stephen Howard of Chiropractic.
We also want to thank our Wolfe County volleyball sponsors, Wolfe County Farm Bureau, Wolfe County Farm Bureau Federation, Banks Auto Sales, Whitaker Bank of Campton, Holbrook Equipment, and Wolfe County Tourism. When you're out and you see these fine people that make all these broadcasts possible, be sure to thank those people and let them know how much you appreciate us being able to showcase all these fine young student athletes. So, Doug, we're at a 2-0 set count right now for the Lady Wolves, and they'll start out with Abigail Noble serving.
Well, Coach Boland got what he wanted. going from the first set to the second set. His defense, his net defense strengthened. He was able to get Wolfe rattled a couple times and keep it a lot closer. Third set will tell the tale right here as, the scoreboard goes off, and that'll be a reset.
Yeah.
Or a reserve, rather, so that point will go to nobody. And Abigail Noble will reserve the first point of the third set and passed out of bounds by the Lady Bobcats. Nobody works on their serve any more than Abby Noble. Takes great pride in it. Well, announcer's jinx there. I'm going to have to apologize to the whole Noble family for that. I know it to be true, though. Abby's a fantastic server of the volleyball, as I jinxed her there. And Hamilton's back to serve for Breathitt's first point on serve and just misses that right sideline. So a couple service errors to start the third set, not uncommon. Two teams that are serving to spots and trying to do specific things with the volleyball. Ginger Johnson back to serve, jump serve, directly to Hayes, who handles it. We get a middle swing by Allie Noble, and Wolfe unable to handle it. So 2-2 in the third set, and looks like Naomi Noble might have rolled an ankle getting to that ball. As Coach White and one of his many assistants, Jack McCord, are out to check on Naomi. Can't tell at this point if Naomi's favoring her ankle or...
I think when I hit her outside of her knee, kind of what she appears to be holding a little bit there.
Impact, maybe?
Yeah.
As the serve by Noble for Breathitt County and an overpass by Jade Carroll, but Breathitt's unable to capitalize on it. Carroll inadvertently put it up there for Spencer, but Spencer wasn't able to put it down, and Bella Sawyer's back to serve. Bella's first service of the game. Is a good one, as she's able to get the overpass by Hayes, and Lacey Smith gets the kills. So Sawyers will stay on serve, and Wolfe will take a 4-2 lead. Sayer is one of the players that Coach White likes to use in that middle position. As we talked earlier, sometimes he will send his middles to the right, but he usually keeps Bella in the middle. She's pretty effective over there as Abigail Noble takes a back row swing. And that looked like, I don't think that was blocked. I think that actually got the top of the net.
Yeah, I think Carpenter probably would have liked a little higher set. It was a little out in front of her, and she couldn't quite get as much on it as she wanted. Bella Sawyers, though, with her third point on serve.
Sawyers on a good service run, sneaks that ace in just inside the back line.
Doug, I have to say, I'm a little worried that Coach White and Coach Bowen, usually two of the more animated coaches, I don't know if they've had their coffee yet this morning.
Well, it's early on a Saturday.
It is.
I think you can take that. Coach White will kill me for mentioning this, Lucas, but it's just a statistical fact. This year has been his he's set a personal record for 3 yellow cards already this season. So coming out of the All-A state tournament where the Lady Wolves had mixed success but got to play some really tough competition, I think Coach White has taken a more laid-back approach. And while we're on it, I want to send prayers and best wishes out to Coach White's father, Tim. He's had a little bit of a health scare this week, and so we love Tim White.
Absolutely.
And if he's out there listening or Darlene's out there listening, she can pass it on to him that we're praying for him and hope he's back on his feet and strong as ever as soon as possible. As Naomi Noble able to run down, and that's her strength, Lucas, as good as she is at hitting through blocks and hitting the ball hard. Naomi knows where she's at on the floor and can always do something with a bad set.
And I'll say this
for a freshman.
Ben's dad, I'm neighbors with Ben, and Ben's dad, Tim, and Darlene, and couldn't ask for better neighbors. Fine man, and we won't hold it against him that he's Ben's dad.
That's true. We've been giving him grace on that for a long time. Spencer back to serve, and a good one. Ginger Johnson just able to get to it, and Breathitt should be able to get in system as they take a backhanded outside swing by J.C. Carpenter on an awkward set.
The Lady Wolves jumped out to a 10-3 lead here in set 3. They can close the match out with a set win here.
Grace Wispin back to serve. Pushes one deep, but handled well, and a good set and swing by Breathitt. Wolf unable to get any offense going, but the free ball finds a empty spot on the court for Wolf, and they get one that they didn't deserve, honestly, for lack of a better description, as Grace Wispin goes back to serve again. Breathitt gets a much better pass and a good right side swing, and that's what happens if you get a good pass and a good swing on the right side. Oh, a good serve right there by Moore, and Ginger Johnson just barely able to get a hand on it. Led to a good outside swing by Carpenter, but it just didn't.
Just long there by Naomi Noble.
Good outside swing by Carpenter, just couldn't get it down, but Naomi Noble along with the swing coming back for Wolf, and so Breathitt able to get the point. See if Moore can keep an impressive service run going here. Wolf able to pass that one cleanly, and Naomi got that one moving forward, and that knee or ankle must be feeling better.
Yeah.
Well, she didn't have any trouble extending on that one, so that's good. The Wolves have overcome a couple different injuries the last couple weeks. Jade Carroll had a severely bruised elbow, and Abigail, I'm not sure if she was she officially diagnosed with a concussion? I know she took a hard shot.
She took a really hard shot.
In Richmond. So glad to see both of those players back on the floor. Libby Fallon with a good pass, and Lacey Smith with a middle swing. And the Lady Bobcats forced to send a free ball over. And Ginger Johnson tries to take advantage of it, but a good block. Good block right there by Allison Halsey.
Lady Cats need Carpenter to go on a good service run here to try to get them back in this and to extend this match.
Credit Libby Fallon for that point. That was as good a pass moving to her left as you could ask for. And a good pass by Moore. Back row swing by Carpenter just misses. Another good pass by Moore. Hamilton gets it to the outside. Noble able to take advantage of it and put the ball down. Halsey serves into the net. In comes the libero for her, and Wolfe County will serve with a 15-8 lead. And it's Abigail Noble back to see if she can push this lead out a little bit. Awkward pass there by Carpenter, and Hamilton unable to get a set out of it. And Noble back to serve again. And again, it's the noble serve that keeping Breathitt on their heels. And
I don't know at what percentage she's serving at today, but she's got to be serving at a really high percentage. Seems like she's been extremely successful.
I will consult my stat sheet as again and that particular serve would go as an ace because it wasn't passed effectively. A couple of those, anytime the other team gets the ball back up and has a play on it, it's technically not an ace. But I would be willing to bet Abigail Noble leads the Lady Wolves in aces. We'll find out here real quick. I'm going to get my stat sheet out. And she does, Abigail Noble.
Not sure what happened here.
Abby Noble leads the Lady Wolves in aces, but she'll have this serve taken away, and now Audrey Hamilton will serve for the Lady Bobcats. And Ginger Johnson able to use the block of Natalie Moore, and that ball sails wide outside, and now Johnson back to serve. Just misses outside. Ginger got under that serve a little bit. That's easy to do when you're jump serving. The toss gets a little too far in front of you. Allie Noble drives Abigail Noble back. Naomi's still able to get a good swing on it. Now she'll get a good look at one and doesn't get it down. J.C. Carpenter able to make a play on it and get her own outside swing moving forward. And Breathitt capitalizes on the miscue by the Lady Wolves, and Allie Noble will keep this service, keeps her service alive and tries to get the Lady Bobcats closer. Back row swing by Johnson is just long.
Lady Cats need Allie Noble to reel off several points here as they're in the danger zone now. The Wolves at 19-12.
Yeah, and it starts to, you talk about that danger zone. The magic number is 20.
Yeah.
And so the first team to 20 has quite an advantage because it's just, it breaks down now. Now it's a 5 to 13 game.
Yes.
You know, basically. And Bella Salyer's in. Impressive service run earlier in this set. Let's see if she can do it again. Short serve by Bella Salyers. Hard, so hard to do right there, Lucas. Put that thing down on that 3-meter or 10-foot line, depending on if you were born on this side of the Atlantic or not. And now let's see. Wouldn't be surprised if Bella doesn't put this one on the baseline. She does, drive it back there, but Allie Noble's ready to pass it, and Moore gets an outside or a right side swing, but she's blocked by Naomi Noble. And Salyers back to serve again. Hayes able to get a hand on that one. A good hustle by her. But ultimately, the Lady Bobcats unable to play it, and Salyers is back again. Folks, I'll just tell you that score is not accurate as the Lady Bobcats unable to get that one across the net, and we may be looking at match point. Lucas?
Yeah, I was thinking 23-12, but it might be 24.
It's either 23-12 or 24-12.
Bella Salyers has reeled off several.
Just misses the sideline with that one, so we'll say 23 or 24 now to 13. Spencer back to serve to try to keep Breathitt alive in this set and in the match. That's an impressive serve.
She had
Johnson barely
a
able
good
to pass
service
it.
run in the second set also. And I think that is match point.
That was match point. So Wolf able to take this one in 3 straight.
Well, Doug, an impressive 3-0 victory for the Lady Wolves coming off of an extended layoff here. And that does give them the bye in the district tournament. And they are into the regional tournament now, virtue of that bye.
I'm confident that Coach Bowling will take this game and he'll go back and his girls will break it down and he'll be ready for the district tournament. We don't have a date yet on Jackson City Breathitt for the first round of the district.
I do not.
Okay.
But folks, we want to thank you for tuning in to BSN today for volleyball action, and I'm pretty sure Brendan told us before he had to leave that he'll be back on air on Monday night for a volleyball game at Breathitt. So be watching for that. And for Doug Elam, it's Lucas Miller. We want to thank you all for watching BSN. We'll see you next time.